Saratoga, where I taught phys ed, has a lot of their members currently in the Hall of Fame, and I'm sure there'll be more to come. I've already promised Renee and Sharon, my wife, that I'll keep it short, so I'll go with the Bruce Schroeder time limit, I think, or something close to that. I appreciate all my family and friends being here. I know I missed many parties and gatherings and what have you, but I never heard one of them say anything about missing it. Might not have been to my face, maybe behind me they said you should have been there or something. It's an unwritten law that the officials won't talk about games or about coaches or whatever after the game is over with, but I'm going to kind of break that rule. There's a few exceptions I can make. I'm often asked what the biggest changes have been in the game of basketball since I started officiating, and the obvious ones are there. The alternating possession, the three-point shot, obviously, and a few others. I think some of the members of this Hall of Fame were back when the three-point shot, or were around when the three-point shot was legalized. They have a lot of the records that are currently there. Coaching, someone asked me what one of the biggest challenges was, or changes it was, that I've seen in the course of the game. And I think the coaches have been a huge change. Back when I first started, Mike Lilack's name was mentioned. Along with him, his league had Bob Wilsey and Howie Dewey and Freeman Green and Mike Lilack, of course. And they became icons in their community. Mike has even had the court named after him in Stillwater, which was well deserved. I think if he had been around much longer, probably the town would be Lilackville instead of Stillwater as it is now. One of the things that coaches back when I first started were a little bit different. Mike can remember John Traver coaching his league, and one of the things that happened after one of the games, which was rare and really rare for nowadays, is that John asked us out for a drink after the game was over. And along with that, he made sure that when we went to the Elks Club for a drink, that nobody criticized the game that we just had or the job that we did on the court itself. George Corey was another one. I think at one time he probably held all the records as far as number of wins go at Warrensburg. And he would ask us after the game to go and have a sandwich at his house. Now, I don't remember, but I see Don Landreau back there and Mike, and my question is, did you guys ever invite me over? I don't know whether I just forgot to go or you did. You did. I just didn't. Yeah, okay, no problem there. I also remember one of the biggest changes that's gone on is the facilities that we had. I think of a little school called North Warren that I did a game at. Probably most of you have never been there. It's up the Northway. When you just about get to Canada, you're in North Warren. And on that court, or at that gymnasium, they played in a different school than the North Warren itself. And North Warren has won some sectional games and sectional titles since then, so they've always had a decent program. But this court actually, when we went there for the first game, to explain it a little bit, the players and the coaches sat on the stage for the game and jumped down off the stage to come into the game. The foul line, or the circles for the foul line, intersected the center circle. That was the size of the court. At halftime, they raffled off a cake, which one of the parents' moms made. And we never won that, but that was a nice touch. Probably the strangest thing about it was after the game got over with, they didn't have any showers for the officials in the coach's office. So what we had to do was take our clothes off, wrap ourselves in a towel, walk across the court, downstairs, have a shower where the players did, then come back up from there. So now, as I said, North Warren has a state-of-the-art gym, just like Stillwater and Hudson Falls and Rawdon and a lot of other places, Gloversville and so forth. So that was a big change that we had as far as the game went on. Other things that happened, I was asked if I ever got nervous during a game by someone, and I can tell I one time had a regional game at West Point. And we went there to do the game, and I wanted to get there early. I was nervous about the game. It was a game with two coaches that I'd never worked before, two teams that I had never had before. So we drive down, my wife and myself, down to the game. was right around the time of 9/11. So I pull up, I had a brand new car, just first couple weeks that I had it. We get to the gate and here's an armed guard holding a rifle or whatever for us before we go into the game. I was so nervous when I see the rifle in the game and so forth. She asked to pop the hood on the car so they could check for bombs or any other kind of things there. I didn't know where the hood release was, so I'm thinking I'm already in deep trouble as far as the terrorism and all those things were concerned. I eventually got the car or the hood open. She checked underneath it, no problems with that. At that point, I go to proceed further. I'm hearing beeps and all kinds of horns behind me. Of course, it's a standard transmission. I stall it about 4 times rolling back. I take one look at the guards. He must be a terrorist. There must be something different about this guy. He can't even control the car or whatever. But that was one of those situations where I was nervous, but we got through it and so forth. One of the other things that North Country officials put up with were the rivalries that went on at the, okay, I'm going to cut it short and just say, bottom line, that I want to thank everybody, all the coaches and the ADs and all the secretaries that I worked for during the course of my career. I can't mention all their names, it'd be too many to answer, but my best partner was my wife Sharon. She probably, and I'll check with Bill Varno on this, she probably traveled with me to over 1,000 games during the time that I refereed. Bill, has anybody ever come close to that kind of number? Maybe your wife Mary Jane went to 1,000. I appreciate it, but I want to once again thank Rennie and thank the committee for choosing me. I was a little nervous about this. I hope it didn't show too much, but I do appreciate everything that you've done. Our next inductee.